What's up my peeps, I'm here with a brand new Supercard video, and check this out, we've got some new mystery superstars. I can tell you right now, one of them is HBK, the one on the left side is Stone Cold Steve Austin, the one in the middle is either Triple H and the Ultimate Warrior, and of course we've got this one too, which we've already seen, and most of you agree with me that it's most likely Lita. Now, about 2 or 3 of you guys, or maybe more, said maybe it's Finn Balor. And if it is a superstar, then that would be a great guess, actually. If it is a superstar, then I'd have to agree with you. It might very well be Finn Balor, but I'm pretty sure it's a diva, and I'm pretty sure it's Lita. But as far as the other ones, if you're wondering why, I'm pretty sure one is HBK and one is Austin, is because, this one, I'm talking about these ones, is because there's pictures out there released of, I guess, supposed leaked WrestleMania Fusion cards, and those poses match the WrestleMania Fusion cards. They match the WrestleMania Fusion HBK and WrestleMania Fusion Stone Cold Steve Austin. And if you guys remember when they first released the Fusion cards, it was around the time when they introduced the Road to Glory Nikki Bella card, the first event Divas card. And they just recently had the PCC between Nikki Bella and Paige. So, kind of matches up. So I'm thinking WrestleMania Fusions are going to be coming out soon, and HBK and Austin are going to be 2 of them. And that third one is, like I said, either Ultimate Warrior or Triple H. I'll link the picture in the description box where you guys can see the pictures, or at least the leaked pictures of the WrestleMania Fusions. Now, they might actually be fake, but I'm pretty sure they're real, or at least they look real to me. I guess we'll all find out. Maybe sometime this week or next week, whenever the big update comes out when they have the WrestleMania Fusions. I'm thinking we're going to hear something about it this week. Probably Tuesday. So anyways, let's go ahead and skip ahead now, because the King of the Ring, the Subscribers King of the Ring, is over. Both of them. So of course, I was in one and another group was in the other one. So I'll show you guys what happened in this one. And I don't even know what happened in this one in the end. Pretty sure Make You Humble won. As you can see, he won game 1. So pretty sure he won also game 2. Let's see. And yeah, he did win game 2 as well. What happened is in the finals, I made it to the finals and I was like, alright, I'm facing off against Make You Humble. I was like, alright, this guy's gonna win for sure, because his deck was a lot better than mine. Just look at this. He's got... The guy managed to fit in a Fusion Pro Dean Ambrose. Now his Divas card, I could have beaten that. Hold on a second, let me see if we can see game 2 here, if he uses other Fusion Pro. Yeah, and he also managed to fit in a Fusion Pro Daniel Bryan. So I could beat him in the Divas card, and in the tag team match, if I switch my cards around, so I've put one of my strong cards in my tag team, I could have beaten him there, but at this point I was like, I don't really need to win this, and also, even if I can beat him in the tag team match and Divas match, it's much more likely that we're going to have more singles matches, and we did. For sure, Make You Humble was going to beat me. And also, I didn't use any boosts at all in this King of the Ring. Looking at the contender brackets here, I believe all of us made it into the contender brackets. Yes, all of us. As you can see, Make You Humble, Abidos, DAC. DAC told me just to refer him as DAC. You've got The Rock, which I was really surprised when I saw he lost this quarterfinal round. I thought for sure he was going to move on and then maybe get eliminated by Make You Humble, because Make You Humble had the best deck by far. And there was me and Rain on Twitter said that he didn't use, or wasn't going to use any boosts, or actually he told me to not bother using boosts because he wasn't going to, try and win this. And at that time I wasn't looking on Twitter, I was actually sleeping during this King of the Ring, and what I do is I would set an alarm in between the rounds so I could go ahead and just check if I need to use energy cards. I was pretty tired. I've done this before where I've slept during the King of the Ring, and I set an alarm just to use energy cards if I need to in between the rounds. So game 1, I would have won that, boosts or not, but like I said, I didn't use any boosts in this King of the Ring. And game 2, he actually would have won that if... Hold on a second. No, it wasn't. Was it game 2 that he could win? No, game 2 I was gonna. Well, yeah, actually, game 2 he would have won that. Right here you see some common cards, but if he would have used his normal cards, he would have beaten me in game 2. But anyways, bottom line, Make You Humble, DAC in the semifinals. Me and Finn Dog in the semifinals. Finals, Make You Humble wins 2 rounds in a row, and that's it. Standings, we're all at the top. Findog was in the middle there at the 5 spot. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this King of the Ring. Now, let me show you guys what happened in the other King of the Ring. Alright, so in the other King of the Ring, Action destroyed the SB, Kwa Swag, beat up Swift Pa, the Blast King went through Kino, and Joe Game squashed Punk. Now, Timid25 did not make it in the contenders bracket because he ended up passing out during the qualifying rounds when he decided to acquire himself 25 legendary Timbits instead of these lame-ass cards. Unfortunately, he ended up passing out on his way out of Tim Hortons with a bunch of Timbits all over himself from a Timbits coma. But he's all good now, and in the semifinals, Action went over Kwa Swag and the Blazzy King went over Joe Games. They faced off in the finals, and Action took round 1, Blazzy King took the other 2 rounds to become King. The Blazzy King, so he's like a double king. And by the way, Blazzy King, I do believe your username refers to the Pokemon you've got in your Twitter picture. Was that a Pokemon for Pokemon Ruby? I'm pretty sure it is, because I think I played him in one of the Pokemon games as a starter Pokemon, and I think that game might have been Ruby, because I think that was the last Pokemon game I might have played, I'm not sure. Or maybe I think it was the last Pokemon game that I played. Anyways, I've always preferred Digimon over Pokemon. What about you guys? You know, we always usually talk about Supercard in the comments. But what did you guys prefer? As far as the show goes, not the games. Ignore the games. When it comes to the original shows, I've always preferred Digimon. I thought the Digimon looked cooler. And kind of surprised that Digimon, you know, wasn't as popular as Pokemon. I know I don't think they had well, actually they might have had some cards. But, and I always thought Garurumon looked cooler than Greymon. Especially when it came to their second evolution. War Garurumon I thought looked a lot cooler than Metal Greymon. But then when it came to their final evolution, I did think that War Greymon looked pretty damn cool. Maybe cooler than Metal Garurumon. But anyways, that's off topic. But hey, let me know in the comments whether you guys prefer Digimon or Pokemon. So now, back to this King of the Ring. It is time to find out what my rewards are, what cards I'm going to use pretty much in the Fusion Chamber, because this is a legendary King of the Ring. Let's see. So, the legendary card is King Booga! And then we get an Epic Pallbearer again, which I just got rid of because I got a legendary one. So I'll definitely get rid of this one too. Oh yeah. So, whatever. If it was actually a legendary Divas card, I might have kept that if I could pro it, just in case, because, you know, let's say I use one of my Wrestlemania cards in the Wrestlemania Fusion Chamber, I might want to go ahead and replace that Wrestlemania card with a legendary. No, actually, no, because I've already got a Survivor Fusion Nikki Bella, so I can use that instead of my WrestleMania card if I end up using one of my Divas WrestleMania cards in the Fusion Chamber, so never mind. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, as far as the next Subscribers King of the Ring, because already people have been asking me when the next one is, the thing is, as you guys saw in my Road to Glory deck, I've got a lot of cards to level up. I'm, like, behind on that. I mean, if you look at it right here, I've got this Roman Reigns card, which is a maxed out. I've got this Dean Ambrose card, which is a maxed out. The Paige card is maxed out. I've got this Eve card, which isn't maxed out. I've also got my Kevin Owens card. One of them is maxed out. I haven't pro'd it yet. I've also got the 2 Roman Reigns cards that I just got that I haven't started leveling up because I still have Kevin Owens and a bunch of other cards to level up. I've still got this Daniel Bryan card, which I have to level up. I still got this Dean Ambrose card to max out, and then max out also the other one that I just recently got, like a week ago or so. You guys saw me when I got it. Gotta max this one out too, and then pro it. So, I've got a bunch of cards to max out, and a bunch of cards to pro. So I think I'll focus on that, if I can, because I've been playing a lot of Arkham Knight lately, and I've been really liking the game. Actually, I just started playing it actually yesterday, and I played it for a couple of hours yesterday in a row. I really liked the game. I was actually thinking about not keeping it and selling it, but at the end of the day, decided to keep it. Also, I'll saw your comment, Alexer, on Twitter, because I asked you guys if you think I should keep Arkham Knight, if it's a good game or not, and you said it was a great game. And I agree, it is a great game. That's why I've been playing it a lot. So, yeah, if I do decide to take some time off of playing Arkham Knight, I'm going to go ahead and focus on leveling up these cards. So I'm not sure when I'll join a King of the Ring because I want to do this first. And, yeah, so, you know, I might have one in the weekends. But as far, you know, if you're wondering if you should join a King of the Ring right now, because, you know, if you're wondering if you should join one right now, or maybe you shouldn't, because I'm going to have one soon. I'm probably not going to have one in the next 2 days or so, so you can go ahead, and if you're watching this video right now, go ahead and join a King of the Ring. I don't think you'll be missing a subscriber to King of the Ring of mine, because like I said, I've got some leveling up to do. So, that is it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, you can click that like button down below, and I'm out. See you guys.